Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday. Is today the 27th? The 27th of October. It's beginning to really feel like fall. Like it's cold in the mornings. Like I go out to do my
It's been cold.
salutation to the sun. And it's cold. Can I tell you how much I love that?
I would hate it. I'm the vampire. It would make my face burn.
You don't have to worry
and
about it.
then I would
'cause
shrivel
you're
up and die. I love the night. The nighttime is the right. I look like the nighttime is the right time right now. Yeah, I love the night. Are any of you in relationships where you're a night person? I think Michelle, you guys are like that, aren't you?
Can I see your glasses?
Where you're you're married, a night person married to a morning person.
You know, I was an all the time person. Back when I had energy, I'd go out with you all night, and I'd still get up in the morning
and go climbing.
And go climb all day.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
I don't know how I did that. We used to when the kids were little, we would. So I didn't climb for I'm so excited for my climbing trip. I didn't climb for. I'm fully committed, by the way. You can't take it back. I'm leaving Friday
You already
night.
reached out to all your little boyfriends?
I'm gone.
It's a long drive to rush and come back.
So
you know why he does that? He's scared of me. He's scared I'm going to yell at him.
No, I'm scared she's going to change her mind and be like, no, you can't leave on Saturday. So people bought plane tickets. Lane and Tyson are flying down Saturday because they can't drive, and neither of them wanted to drive.
Yeah. Who wants to drive? You should all fly.
I would so rather be in my own car. I don't mind the drive. For me, no offense, but it's hours for me to only talk about what I want to talk about or do the things.
What he does, he talks to me the whole time.
No, I'll be talking to Mike.
He talks to he calls all his boyfriends. All his boyfriends, he'll call them all on his ride.
You know, they say that it's a big issue with guys, and I have watched this happen with my guy friends. You guys have heard me talk about how my guy friends slowly stop doing the things that they love to do, because their wives are sucking the lives out of them. No, it's that life gets complicated. It becomes this greater effort to do that stuff. But they say men die of loneliness. And what's crazy is I've watched. Right, because I'll have you.
Yeah, you always have me.
So I make a big effort. I watched it happen with my dad. I watched it happen with my grandfather. I watched it happen to. I'm watching it happen to my friends. I have friends that are active people that are slowly becoming homebodies because the amount of effort it takes to do something outweighs what they see as the benefit.
And their wife becomes their hobby.
Or their responsibility.
I don't know, ladies. What are you thinking? He's got a lot to say this morning.
Well, so I make a really concerted effort. I reach out to my friends and I try to make things happen. And it's funny because my friends even are like, man, I totally appreciate that you're trying to set this up. I totally appreciate that you're trying to make this happen.
We're setter-uppers in our family. We set up fun stuff to do. You know who's doing that now? Our son. Kai is the little organizer in his group.
Your party planner?
No, he just likes to know what's going on. He doesn't like surprises, and he doesn't like to fly by the seat of his pants.
Yeah, he likes to plan.
But if I was by myself, I'd call you on the way down there. I'm sure Mike and I will have plenty to talk about. And I like that. On my birthday this year, I drove from Bozeman to Reno. And it was I dropped Kai off at the airport. I'd had like 5 amazing days with my son, riding every day, looking at universities, having a great time. We can always make arrangements to get you Baby Lock sweatshirts.
Yeah, if anyone, aren't these nice? They're super cozy. If somebody wants a Baby Lock sweatshirt. Yeah,
Best sweatshirt
we
ever.
got them for all the people in the store. And
Except for me. I have too many sweatshirts.
you should get one. Look how cozy it is.
I have like 8 million sweatshirts.
The other day, I bet you would have liked it. We were here in the store and we didn't turn on the heat. And so
and I was
Patrick
in short sleeves.
he was
'cause it
wearing a
warm.
t-shirt and he was so cold, which is rare for
By
him.
the time I always run super hot, but by the time we left, I was chilled. It took until I did not feel well, like warm, until I took a hot shower late at night, right before bed.
But yeah, we can get these if you if somebody's interested. How about brother sweatshirts?
You know, if we're gonna do anything like that, how
Let's
about
do
an A1 sweatshirt?
Wouldn't that
How
be
about
so
an
cool?
A1 sweatshirt? A1 fan gear. So anyways, everybody was like, I can't believe you did that drive on your birthday. That must have been so sad. And I loved every minute of it.
I like road tripping too
I
because we
didn't
used
have
to
to
do it
talk
all
to
the
anybody.
time.
I was like, I talked to like a handful of friends that called me on my birthday for like a long time because it was an 11-hour drive. I saw amazing scenery.
Oh my God, they're so sweet.
Yeah.
They said they would wear an A1 sweatshirt. Should we get
Maybe
A1
we should do
sweatshirts?
some A1 swag.
Yeah,
It'll be
wouldn't
like
that be fun?
giveaway
Where do I
fodder.
go? Where do I go and get like the blinks? Okay, look it. You know how like sometimes I look at how other people do embroidery and like, okay, here's their embroidery. Let's see if they cut their jump threads. Did they?
No. Lock.
They didn't even cut their jump thread. Look at the jump thread. That's a Momo hair. But where was that?
It's between
Oh.
L and O.
It's so tiny. But look at the stabilizer on the inside. You guys don't have to worry about it. Everyone's so worried about what it's gonna look like. I never even
Baby
would
Lock
have.
doesn't worry about it.
They don't care. Look, Baby Lock.
They
doesn't
do what
care.
they want.
Yeah. Baby Lock's honey badger. So and they cut this and they didn't even put anything soft on it. Hell yeah. That's
So-
what Rolo's saying. Shame on them.
I can't even remember why were we talking about my climbing trip? I was
don't
saying
know.
I was so excited about my climbing trip.
So my
Oh, this is what I was going to say. So yesterday, out of nowhere, Jeannie's like, why are you driving down Saturday after work? Just leave, take Saturday. And so
were you
I
like,
immediately was like, guys, we're leaving Friday night.
were
Like,
you
I had to like get
did
plans
that
on the
make you-
calendar.
did that make you fall in love all over
It made
again?
me fall in love all over again.
I wouldn't
but it
know.
also made me
I wouldn't
act.
know because you never ever say anything really sweet to me. Why are you looking at me like that? I always say all the sweet stuff.
You do
I just-
say lots of sweet stuff.
I just know because he's so lucky to be with me. I know he thinks it, but he doesn't say it.
My actions give it away.
Coffee
I
every
I
morning
make her
on my
coffee in bed
nightstand.
every morning. I clean her glasses just about every day. I take the stains out of her laundry.
It's the little things, right? It's the little things.
I let my actions speak for me, G.
Yeah, actions speak louder than words. That's true. Sweeten it up, Patrick. That's
why
what
she
Lynn's
lets me
saying.
leave on a Friday
Yeah,
rather than
because-
a Saturday.
'Cause
But I also made sure that everybody was fully committed and like bought plane tickets. So if she's like next week, she's like, we're working too hard. You can't leave. I gotta be like, they bought plane tickets.
I never say we're working too hard. I do say you can't leave, but I never say it. Okay, couple of things. Number one, I just got shipping confirmation on the USBs, and actually, they're supposed to be here today. I don't want you guys to stress out about shipping. Patrick and I are looking at it. We go in and we click, and we make sure we look at all of your shipments, and then we try and send everything together.
I
The-
will say it's scaling to
Patrick,
a degree where
stop.
that
Patrick, stop.
It's
Okay.
becoming unscalable is what's happening.
And so, and then I wanted to let you know, the fabric kits still aren't going to be totally ready to ship until next week because we had a cutting mishap, which is fine. But then we also had some fabric. Like I've just been waiting. Like if you look, like every kit is done. Every kit through June is done, and it's waiting for like one thing. So, because I want to send them all together. So hopefully you guys are okay with it. If you are chomping at the bit, just send me a note.
Just be patient.
Do we have any updates?
If you're chomping at the bit,
did you get
you can
shipping?
wait until next week.
Did you get, oh, and we are going to do it as a sew-along. So, I was going to schedule.
Will they be ready? I think you told Marlene you'd have them on Tuesday.
If your kit is not totally ready, it might be one fabric that I'll send to you. But everything else is ready, like done. Like I can grab them right now. They're good. We're just waiting for I'm waiting for one fabric in every kit. And when you come here, if you don't want to wait, it's just like a tone on tone. We can pick something. One. We can pick something else out.
We had a couple people.
Do we know anything about? I thought we were getting 15 Luminaire upgrades.
Yes, so those invoiced, so they've definitely shipped.
Okay, awesome.
I asked yesterday for they invoiced the same day as my XE1s.
Ooh. Maybe we'll.
But the difference is the XE1 shipped from Fontana and the.
What's Fontana?
Like Mira Loma, California.
Fun Montana. Fontana.
No, Fontana is a place in California.
It'd be more fun if it was Fontana. I'm gonna call it Fontana from now on. So
I think they shipped the same day, but the 15 upgrades shipped from Tennessee. So in any case, that's probably add a week to that shipping. So
next week,
XE1s arrived yesterday.
Next week, we hope.
So I mean, in the next 7 to 10 days. I'm real hesitant these days to go, this is when it's going to be here. Cause our shipping will tell us it'll be here today. And then it doesn't arrive for 4 more days. So it all depends on what's going on. Reminder that we are a couple things. So, we are normally found here on the later side, often we'll be here until 5 or 6. We have a
7 or 8
team dinner
9
tomorrow.
10, 11.
If I was saying that, I'd be getting in trouble. If I was saying that, she'd be like, Patrick, don't tell them that. So tomorrow we have a team dinner at our house at 5:30. So we're out of here at quarter till 5.
We'll have 15.
So if you're planning on coming on the later
cute,
end tomorrow,
adorable soccer girls running around, eating their Olive Garden.
Curds and whey.
I love Olive Garden.
And then the area is a crazy place. So that is basically our plan for tomorrow. And then we are closed on Saturday. We have family events that we need to live up to. And that is what is going on. You need to check out.
I will.
Okay.
Anna is, are you in, I was filling Anna's order. She's in New York. Every time I see something, and I consider Ohio back east, every time I see something back east, I'm always like, it just pulls my heartstrings a little bit. Because, Patrick and I are from back east. Although Patrick never wants to go back east.
Why?
Patrick thinks the west is the best.
It is.
But I always love it when I see somebody from back east.
Big skies, less rain, big mountains.
That's true. That's all stuff we have out here.
Less stress.
I don't know if I've got that out here.
Well, that's a you problem.
That is a me problem. But when I see somebody from
if you would
New
get
York
up in the morning and do your salutation to the sun.
No, because the sun is not my friend. The moon is my friend.
The moon doesn't work.
What? The moon. Anyways, so
If you missed it earlier in the week, there's been
Dunkirk.
all this research about when like the sunlight's photons hit your retina in the morning, it releases a corticosteroid and like a bunch of hormones that like wake you up and lower your inflammation and like
Okay, so
it is totally a placebo, but I swear it's been working.
So where you should put something in there about the podcast so they can listen to it too, and then you guys can all be out there.
No, I've been like, I think his podcasts are really cool. It's Andrew Haberman's Laboratory from Stanford, and he's a neurologist, and he studies really, really cool stuff. Although he's the guy that like made all the headlines earlier when he was like, he basically called out the scientific world about drinking and was like, there is no good amount of alcohol. Like,
how
it's
about
all
coffee?
patently
Is there
false.
no good amount of coffee too?
He has a podcast on coffee, and there is such thing as too much coffee.
What if a coffee is you've gotten me hooked on coffee. What if it's bad? You're like my coffee dealer.
I am your coffee dealer.
I like it. I like it because I like just sipping on it all day. But you know, it's that time of
Jeannie's
year.
coffee's different than my coffee though. Like
Why?
I drink a cup of black coffee and I have learned I am a cup of black coffee and an espresso guy.
Yeah, he likes to take.
I have a shot of espresso right before we leave to work, and that is like the perfect amount of caffeine.
I think it's interesting what comes up on your feed as opposed to what comes up on my feed. Because how did you hear about this neurologist from? Did it come up on your feed?
No, over the course of the summer, he published all this research, like it was the longest continuous alcohol study. And basically, and it was funny because he was like the baseline of the study, like it was hard to find people that didn't drink at all. But the baseline of the study essentially said that any drinks over 2 drinks was like essentially poison. It increases. Oh my God.
We're not big drinkers.
We're not big drinkers anyways.
We're social drinkers.
But I am off the sauce after his study this
That's
summer.
what Patrick, that's probably like the 300th time Patrick has said that to me, though.
Well,
He's
no,
always
I quit
off
drinking
and
for
on the
periods,
sauce.
but like I'm off.
So,
and I'm
Carol,
totally
I don't
enjoying
think
it.
they want you to, and I think one of the podcasts I was listening to, he said don't look directly at it.
No, so
but
he
you
was
just turn
basically
your-
saying like when the sun, like he goes, the ideal time to do this is like literally when the sun rises, like watching
Who
the
wants to be?
sunrise.
That seems to me like the worst. That'd be my nightmare.
I used
Having to
to
get up when
even
the
in
sun
college.
rises.
Even in college, I used to recruit people to climb up to the roof of the house and watch the sunrise over the Mohawk Valley.
When Patrick and I first started dating and we were in Vegas and we would stay out all night, he would drag me out to Red Rock and want to watch the sunrise. And you know when you're first dating somebody, so you want to be like cool and go with
Oh,
the
you
flow?
loved it.
Well, he loves the sunrise. I am not a sunrise
So
kind of
that's
person.
essentially what he was saying is when the sun comes up, it's at such a low angle. Like when you watch a sunset or a sunrise, you can't actually watch it because the sun's at such a low angle that there aren't enough rays to burn you. And he's like, do not do any of this if it causes you pain. Like that's not what he's saying. But he basically, saw this release of hormones and essentially said, this actually, it makes you more awake. It makes you more alert. He's like, if you've been up super, super late and you've got to be productive during the day, like do this first thing in the morning. I've been getting up and doing my PT, and so like I get up, and the sad thing is now at 7:30, when I was like getting up and walking out there, and it was always the sun was up. The sun wasn't up this morning in our neighborhood until like 7:40.
Wow.
I had to make it over the hill.
Wow. Yeah, it is crazy because we used to just drive out to Red Rock anytime.
You only have to make a reservation to go in the Loop Road.
On the Loop Road,
and I've never been able to make a reservation. We
did go to other parts. So what else did we have to talk about? That's going to be so a lot of you have signed up for the free sew along. That is going to be November 17th, and Michelle is going to be making. In your class, you are going to be making what?
Jeannie's feed is all like, this is so funny.
So this is Patrick's feed.
22-foot python. Love is Blind, season 3, a deep dive.
This is Patrick. Zelensky says Ukraine preparing good news.
Harry Styles calls out early concert leavers.
A renowned musician said he was kicked. I had that on my feed too. So yeah, usually Patrick's feed is a little more.
Her feed affects my feed though.
Why does my feed affect your feed?
Because you watch YouTube on my channel at home.
I do it on purpose sometimes. Like I was watching something from Ben
the
Platt.
Ladies are so bored right now.
Oh yeah. Okay, ready? Let's talk about something more meaningful. So this is what you're going to be doing in the sew along. Just so you know, you are going to be making a table runner, and you are also going to. I'm swinging around. You're also going to be making a table topper. And they're both going to be from the same fabric. I know this is different because I'm showing you the Halloween one. This is Michael Miller. This fabric is so cute. And then this is Benertex. So you need to buy, if you're buying, and I've been calling people because I've been watching your orders. So you need 2 yards of fabric. And, well, you really need 4 yards, but you need 2 yards for the top part. And then you can put whatever you want on the back. We do have some matching fabric, though. I didn't put everything up. So if you do want something matching, put it in the notes, and I'll give you a call. But that's what you're going to need to do, Patrick, to do the table runner and to do the table topper. This is
blouse is beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I really like that one.
So you're going to be using all of the 60 degrees that are left over on the table topper, and it's so cute. So no prep. There's no prep for the class. Just show up. You do need the ruler, a 60-degree ruler. If you don't have the ruler, I wonder if you could. Michelle is going to be using the ruler, but I wonder if you could actually use the 60-degree marks on your regular 24-inch by your 6 by 24-inch ruler. So, and then there's a pattern, and then I had to order more of the 60-degree rulers. So those are going to be here middle of next week. So we have plenty of time. We planned it, so we have plenty of time. And I actually ordered some more of we sold out of a couple of the border fabrics, but those will be here next week too. And then I'll get everything sent out. But what's on your tape? Betty, I bet you're so good at I Spy. And you're so good at, the ones where they would be like, spot the differences. Betty's so good at that. I don't think I have anything terribly interesting behind me.
That's like the cleanest that table's looked for quite some time.
I tried. I really, really tried. But hopefully I'll have something more exciting to show you next week. I've gotten home and I've just been too tired to sew. But I will be sewing over the weekend for sure. When are you embroidering? What needle do you use on your luminaire? When you're embroidering, what?
It depends on what you're embroidering. But our favorite embroidery needle by far is the Oregon anti-glue 7511s. Madeira distributes those.
We were selling the Madeira, and it's like it says Madeira.
They're
but
all
the
Oregon needles.
Oregon. now I'm selling just the Oregon because the Madeira ones went up. We sell them for $6.99, and the Madeira ones went up to $8.99. But the Oregon ones, which are exactly the same,
They are the Oregon
they
needles.
stayed the same price. So you might.
So we really like those. I like them for a couple reasons. Like A, sticky needles will kill your projects. B, I feel like they are really smooth and consistent performers. And the other thing is, by all means, when you see that protective coating starting to wear off, it's almost like a wear meter.
Do you see it on the Oregon
You
needles?
can see it, like, and I've seen it a lot in here. Like, I always can tell people will bring me machines with those needles in them with the protective coating gone. And that's the first thing I always say is, like, this is a perfect sign of the fact that you need to change your needles more.
I'm the worst.
When you are sewing on a $20,000, a $5,000, a $10,000,
$1,000,
$14,000 embroidery machine,
use good
don't
needles.
skimp on thread and needles. Like, that's just not the way to go. Schmetz does sell anti-glue embroidery needles. Like, we've had those too, and they've been fine. The non-stick.
Okay, so I go 7511 Oregon anti-glue needles. You know, they're also the Madeira ones that we've been selling for years. Then if I need to go up a size, I go to my all-round favorite needle of all time is going to be an 8012 Microtex needle. And I use that to do all my sewing, and sometimes when I'm lazy, I just leave that in and do my embroidery. There are a lot of folks that pick up their,
like, I have a lot of ladies that only embroider on their machines, but when we service the machines, an 8012 Microtex goes into the machine, and they go home and just embroider with those needles.
That's when we service your machine.
That is the best all-purpose needle
That's
made.
what goes into your machine.
That is the best all-purpose needle made.
We put an 8012 Microtex needle is the needle that goes into your machine when it is serviced here. If you talk to Michelle, I think on the
Oregon
tops of
ones
her list
are Oregon 7511 anti-glue.
Yeah, just look up 7511 anti-glue, and actually on our website it's going to say Madeira.
And
it's
so,
the Madeira anti-glue needles.
Yeah, and that's just because that's what we sold for so long. The price didn't change. It's the same needle. It was just Madeira was distributing. That's Baby Lock and Tacony was distributing the Oregon needles on their Madeira packaging. The there has been a significant issue around counterfeit needles on Amazon.
We talked about that.
But some of these people may not have watched that. So it's worth, like, if you're watching this and you're going, oh, okay, I'm going to go to Amazon and get these needles.
Should you buy your needles on Amazon?
No, don't ask the 8-Ball because I'm not leaving that one to chance. I'm going to tell you no. Groats, Beckert, Schmetz, and Oregon have all reached out to dealers to say there's an issue regarding, and it's funny because what I've heard from our customers and what we've seen here is when you buy those needles, they come in a separate package that say made in China, and none of those needles are made in China. Class A are made in either Vietnam or Japan.
Yeah.
The Schmetz and Groats Beckert and Oregon needles should all be made in Europe. So just beware of where you're getting your needles. And so Class A was made in Japan for a while, and then we reordered some Class A directly from Class A's distributor here in the U.S., which is also Tacony, the company behind Baby Lock. And when they arrived, they said made in Vietnam.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And those have been high quality needles too. We haven't seen any problems with the Class A needles. They're like a lower cost alternative, although I still very much prefer Schmetz for Microtex, the Oregons for anti-glue.
Who is listen, they have a new thread. I'll put this up later today and we'll do it at a special price. But if you have ordered the Oh So Delightful, some of you love thread kits. The Oh So Delightful thread kit is out. So I will be ordering that. I'll order it today, and I usually order like 15 or 20 of them. So I think I'm going all in. We're gonna do 20, ladies. It looks like it is gonna be, is it 12 different colors? The other thing I'm gonna do is I will list the individual colors. So if you already know your what you have in your stash, and you don't, some people want just the thread kit. They just want to grab the thread kit. There's all their oh so delightful colors, and some people have like 4 of the cork and 3 marlin and all the black. So if you don't want to get all of those, I will put the individual colors, and you can order those. But just know, it'd be nice if I could ship that all with your, because you won't need it now, right? Can I ship it all with your oh so delightful orders, which won't be here until February? Although I'll get these in.
Yeah, and if there
next
is,
week.
I've had a couple ladies that reach out, and I get the emails through their website. A couple ladies have reached out to be like, "Why haven't you shipped my oh so delightful?" They are a pre-order, so if you're
That's February.
If you're watching and you're one of those people that have wondered why you haven't seen that ship yet, it said it there on the site that it is a pre-order, ship in February. The other one that people have been reaching out about is the one from December. Which one is that?
What's in December?
There's something that's listed as a pre-order, but it doesn't say
Was it an
pre-order.
OEST thing?
Oh, it was that design.
Cookie
a couple
Cabin?
people, yeah.
Cookie Cabin
the
is
freestanding
December,
cookie
and
cabin.
so is Shadowbox.
Yeah, so I had a couple people reach out about that I was like, that's not till December.
Yes, I need list and black and white thread. You know what? I will work on it today if it gets really. It was crazy yesterday.
Yesterday was busy.
Yesterday at like 4:00 when we officially closed, we all kind of like just sat down and just took a deep breath, and we were like, that was. If you've never been to our store when it is busy,
we're a busy shop.
It is busy. So it was just crazy
we were like
yesterday.
4 customers deep all day.
I will we don't carry the glide thread. I do not stock the glide thread because we have Isacord, and we are. I mean, you can see it in our feed. This is it. The store is like kind of long and skinny, just like my man. I like my store like I like my man. Long and skinny.
Just ignore, ladies.
I say that too about my Christmas trees. I like my Christmas trees like I like my man. Or my man. Not my men. My man. I like my Christmas trees tall and skinny. I don't like them all like.
Remember cutting our Christmas tree down last year? We found so many good Christmas
We
trees.
did.
We're going to go back to that spot.
We hit the jackpot.
I know exactly where it is too.
So
Have you guys ever had like a Christmas tree stash? Like, we had the Christmas tree stash for a while, and then they stopped allowing us to cut Christmas tree down there. TMI.
Where? Jennifer, I'm just talking about the way he looks. I like him tall and skinny. Jennifer. So, yeah, I can't wait because I'm usually tired and I'm like, I'm not going to go. And then I end up going and doing
And then
the
she's
Christmas
like, that
tree
was the best time I've ever had.
Yeah, because when I grew up, we had a fake Christmas tree. And nobody did the Christmas tree but me. So I did the Christmas tree by myself. It was like an ugly fake Christmas tree where, you would bend down, all the branches. And then it was like super, it wasn't like nowadays. There are nice fake Christmas trees. But yeah, I did it. And then we didn't have like Christmas, like, a lot of you have these Christmas decorations that have been handed down or they're super meaningful. I just went to like, in back east, we had a store called Caldors. Is that what it was called? Caldors? Does that ring a bell with anyone from back east? And so we would just have like I would just buy like a set of like 8 different or 9 different ornaments. Yeah. It wasn't like, what we do with our family now, right? Ours is so special, right?
So are theirs.
Yours are
it's
too.
Not just ours.
Yes, yours are too. But I didn't grow up with that. So it's.
I mean, Christmas was kind of a whole new thing. Like.
Yes, sometimes we didn't even have sometimes we didn't have presents.
Right.
Or we didn't have. Because anyways, Does that
Old school.
Yes. I've seen Gail Cram's Christmas tree. Hers is absolutely amazing. And special, like the decorations. Our kids, my favorite decorations on our trees are the ones the kids have made. They're my favorite.
Or the owls.
Gail gave us an owl.
Yeah.
Yes. And we love those. So anyhow, we do not carry Glide thread, but I will special order Glide thread for you. And I order from Glide only like once a month. So if you don't get it in now, I'll put this in and then we'll do an order. This order will be ready for you when your Oh So Delightful comes out. And Anna, if you're new to the feeds, I don't usually go back and look at the comments from the feeds just because I barely can find anything on Facebook. I'm really bad at navigating. So I'll put this up and you can either put notes or purchase it online. We'll do the thread sets at 20% off. So I'll go ahead and I'll have those up. If not today,
say you should do them for $54. They're normally $68.
$68. It'll be somewhere around there. And we had the silver tinsel. I know. Is that the kind that they have in like Toy Story? What I know
Toy
about
Story?
Christmas. Oh no, Christmas Story. Christmas Story.
No, they go buy a Christmas tree. You don't remember him? He's like, this tree's great. It won't lose any needles. And then he goes like this and all the needles fall off. He's like, forget that tree. This one over here is the real Cadillac.
Yes. Anyhow.
Remember we used to buy Christmas trees on lots?
We did. Like that's is that when did we start cutting down a tree?
When the kids were old enough to like hike out and cut down a tree.
Yeah. Good times. Those are good memories, babe.
You like, you know whose favorite? Like, so it's so funny. So now it's like pulling teeth to get her to go. My daughter loves
any tradition.
She loves tradition. And my son does too. Like, he always has a good time, although.
But it
like,
means so much to Violet.
But it means a lot to Violet. Like, for Violet, like, you know, she's like, she looks forward to it. She's excited about it.
Yeah.
That's the way you used to be. And then.
Before I became a fun sponge?
Yeah.
When I was fun?
Yeah, back when you were fun. And.
Now I'm just old and cranky.
So, but that, like, it's always so much fun. Momo added to it last year.
Yeah, he was so cute.
He was like so excited.
Momo was here yesterday and had a great day.
With Benny.
Yeah, because Benny was
fun.
here too, and they were like running and having fun, and it was just absolutely adorable. And I was so happy because he didn't attack anyone. I don't want you to be scared and think he's like
he doesn't
literally
attack
attacks
anybody.
anyone.
He
doesn't.
He can bark.
Yeah, he might bark at
And he is a very aggressive tail wagger.
Well, he's a nub wagger, right? Because that's all he has. All right. I'm gonna.
10:09.
Sorry. I guess we've just been fireside chatting today. I'm going to put up, so Betty just asked, what's our deal of the day going to be? It's going to be the thread set for Oh So Delightful, and then I will put up that glide up there as well. We haven't been doing a ton of deal of the days because
we're like struggling to keep up with the orders that we have had. Like, critical mass has been reached. We totally appreciate it, but like, there's a lot of daily orders, so like adding to those orders with daily deals.
And there's always, just go on the promotion
tough.
site. There's always going to be something up there, and I think that's it. So let's get on with it. We will. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yep.
Tomorrow's Friday. We'll have a question of
Jeannie
the day.
even knows what day it is.
Yeah. So we'll have a question for you. So tune in tomorrow, and I think that's it, right?
That's it.
All right. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something amazing, and we'll see you tomorrow.